What's up, guys? It's been a while since my last video, and today I am going to be presenting a Blackwing slash Raid Raptor deck profile. And if you're wondering why, it's because another YouTuber who is quite more popular than me, his name is Simo, has been using a Blackwing deck profile in his Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. Now, I know he does not have access to all these cards, and it's not really for him, it's for all the audience watching. This is also my friend's favorite deck, so I'm kind of doing it for him too. So we're just going to get straight into it. However, I do have to ask, I know it's annoying when I have to hear it from other YouTubers too. Please like and subscribe, it helps out the channel, and it's really easy to do. So for the first cards, we have one Blizzard of the Far North. If you don't know, this card cannot be special summoned. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 4 or lower Blackwing monster in your graveyard and special summon it in defense position. This is really good for just a one-of because let's say you are missing a combo piece, it's an excellent extender and it's also a tuner. So you can get into more of your synchro monsters and you could bring out another Blackwing monster from your graveyard. Now we have 3 Gales. Gale is just an absolute beast of a monster. While you control a Blackwing monster other than Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, you can special summon it from your hand. Okay, it's a free summon. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. That target's attack and defense become half of its current attack and defense. Now, this is really good because not only is it a free summon, but let's say you just summon it for free, use its effect, and then you target a monster your opponent controls, and then you reduce its attack and defense, and then you can also just attack over it. Not to mention, it's another tuner, so you just summon this, you can, use the effect, and then, synchro summon it off. So, it's really good for just extra material, and for some battle tricks. Then we have 3 Bora the Spear. This card is basically just for piercing battle damage if you have another Blackwing monster on the field. That's pretty much it. It is level 4, so with this and Gale and all those ones, you can get into some of your synchro plays. Then we have 3 Chris, the Crack of Dawn. If you control a Blackwing monster other than Blackwing Chris Crack of Dawn, you can special summon it from your hand. Free summon. You can only special summon one Blackwing Chris Crack of Dawn once per turn this way. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by spell and trap effects. If you're wondering why I'm playing it, it's because it's really good. It has a really good stat. It's almost 2k it's almost 2k attack. It's level 4, which is really good for all of your synchro plays, and once per turn it can't be destroyed by spell or traps. It's also just a free summon. Really, it's just good to play it, because you can summon this from your hand just for free, and that's one synchro already made. Then 1 Zephyros the Elite. Zephyros the Elite, when it is in your graveyard, you can return one face-up card you control to the hand, and special summon the card. You take 400 damage, and you can only use it once per duel. That's why we're only playing 1, because playing any more than 1 would just be a complete waste. Now we have Blackwing Harmattan the Dust. We're playing 3 of these, because if you control a Blackwing monster other than Harmattan the Dust, you can special summon it from your hand. If you haven't noticed, there's a pattern. All of these can special summon from the hand if you control another Blackwing monster. You can only special summon once per turn this way, and when it is normal or special summoned, you can target one other Blackwing monster you control and increase this card's level by that monster's. So this is level 2. Let's say you had another level 4. You can use this effect, make it a level 6, and then you can use, let's say, Blizzard and this level 6 monster now, and you can go into a synchro monster. Now we have Oroshi the Squall. We're playing only 2 of them. It's really good, but no point in playing 3. If you control a Blackwing monster other than Blackwing Oroshi the Squall, you can special summon it from the hand. Like I said, most of them can do this. You can only special summon one once per turn, and if this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, target one monster on the field and change its battle position. Pretty good. I don't like how it's level 1, however, I guess that's fine. That's mainly going to be used with the Harmattan the Dust, because you're not normally going to have a Blackwing Chris and some other specific ones, because you can't just go over, you have to have a very precise number. So when you're using this, it has a really good extra effect, but it's not the best. Then we have 2 Blackwing Allure the Southwind. Cannot be special summoned. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one of your banished level 4 or lower Blackwing monsters. Special summon it to defense position. Pretty good. You can banish this card to the graveyard to activate one following effect. Place one black feather counters. Place black feather counters on one Blackwing dragon you control, equal to the number of cards your opponent controls. The second effect is place one wedge counter on each face-up monster your opponent controls that does not have one. So neither of those effects are normally used. The good thing about this card though is that it's an extra monster on the field, and it lets you bring back another monster. I mean, you could use the effects if you want. It's just not the best. Two Caligo Claw Crows. This card is not mainly for the Blackwing archetype. However, it works very well with it. If you control a dark monster, special summon it from your hand. You can only special one once per turn this way. Okay, so basically how this entire deck works is you summon like Bora, or really anything, and then every other card in your deck just special summons it to the field. So that's pretty good. And then for the Raid Raptors, we have one Stinging Lanius, because the Stinging Lanius will allow you to just summon it to the side of the field if you get something like Voice Strix out. And then the Necro Vulture, which will allow you to get one of your rank up magic forces back. So that's very good. Some recursion, and then just an extra monster on the board. We have Mist Valley Apex Avian and Mist Valley Thunderbird. This is the Infinite Negate combo. I figured that it was pretty good. Seems how this archetype doesn't have an insane number of negates, so it kind of needs to rely on something to fill that spot. One Monster Reborn, one Living Fossil, pretty much the same as Monster Reborn, except you can use other stuff with it, like Mist Valley Thunderbird. Bring Mist Valley Thunderbird back with this card, and you're pretty much golden. 3 Allure of Darkness. If you haven't noticed, 99% of all the monster cards in this deck are all dark, so you're almost never going to have the bad side of this effect. 3 Black Whirlwind. Black Whirlwind is really good for adding a Blackwing monster from your deck to the hand, and you can use multiple of them per turn. Then we have 2 Ash Blossom and 2 Infinite Impermanence. These are the hand traps that we're running. I think these are the best hand traps of this format. If you're wondering why I'm running 2 of each, it's because instead of running 3 Ash Blossom and 1 Impermanence, I wanted to split it, because that way it would be more likely for me to get the, I guess, right one, or not like a duplicate, because I would rather 1 Ash and 1 Infinite instead of 2 Ash. 2 Rank Up Magic Raid Force, 1 Rank Up Magic Limited Barbarians Force, and 1 Soul Shave Force. So the Magic Raid Force is basically you target a face-up XZ monster you control, special summon from your extra deck 1 Raid Raptor monster that is 1 rank higher, using that target as XZ material. So basically, you use Bora and like another level 4 monster, go into Power Strix, special summon Stinging Lanius, activate Raid Force, bring out Blazing Falcon, and then you can like activate it again, go into Revolution Falcon, and then you have other ones that do other things. Some of them allow you to skip 2, so if you're in like Revolution Falcon, you would not go to Arsenal Falcon, but you would end up going to Satellite Cannon Falcon. And then there are also some ways that you can get into things like Ultimate Falcon and this card. So for the Limited Barbarians Force, target 1 rank 4 XZ monster you control, special summon from your extra deck 1 number C monster that is 1 rank higher. That is this card right here. It is level 5, so if you decide that you don't want to go the route of Blaze Falcon, you use Voice Strix, summon Lanius, use this card, and you can bring out this card. This card has a pretty nice effect that I'll go over in just a second. But now we have Rank Up Magic Soul Shave Force. Pay half your life points, target 1 Raid Raptor XZ monster in your graveyard, special summon it, then special summon from your extra deck 1 monster 2 ranks higher than that monster by using it as XZ material. So it's a bit tricky, but I think the best way to get there to Ultimate Falcon would be Voice Strix, would be Force Strix, and then you go Magic Raid Force into Blaze Falcon, go again into Revolution Falcon, Soul Shave Force into Satellite, and then Soul Shave Force again into Ultimate Falcon using the Necro Vulture. That's pretty. That's not likely to happen at all. And the reason I'm still playing it is because if it does happen, it's a pretty easy game for you to win. However, most of the time, you're going to end up on something, whether it's Arsenal Falcon or Satellite Cannon Falcon, you're probably going to end up on anything between uh, Baby Revolution and the Satellite Cannon. You're not normally going to end up getting the Ultimate Falcon. So, going into some of the extra deck now, we have Borreload Savage Dragon, Assault Blackwing, Raikiri the Rain Shower. This card is one tuner and one or more non-tuners. It is a level 7. When this card is synchro summoned using a Blackwing monster as material, it is treated as a tuner while faced upon the field. Once per turn, you can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of Blackwing monsters you control and destroy them. Absolutely insane effect. You have this card up on the field, and then on your turn, you special summon like 4 from your hand, and you get to pop 4 monsters on your opponent's field. Absolutely nuts. Then we have Blackwing Nothing the Starlight. This card is a level 6. It requires 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. If this card is special summoned, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Then 1 face-up monster your opponent controls loses 800 attack. You can only use the effect once per turn. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Blackwing monster in addition to your normal summon / set. Note, you only gain this effect once per turn. So, 2 normal summons, I enjoy that. I'm not gonna lie, I think 2 normal summons are pretty nice. Yeah. Debate me in the comments section. Do you like 2 normal summons? I would like them. F.A. Dawn Dragster gains attack equal to its level times 300 if it attacks a defense position monster. Inflict piercing battle damage. Each time an F.A. spell or trap card is activated, increase the card's level by 1. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card, quick effect, reduces card's level by 2, negate the activation, and destroy it. This card is basically a walking 3 negate synchro monster with 2k defense. Voice Strix, Blaze Falcon, Revolution Falcon, that's the baby version, Arsenal Falcon, Satellite Cannon Falcon, and Ultimate Falcon. These are all of the Falcon monsters that we're playing. The way this normally works is you just like climb up. I mean, it's not impossible to get to something like Ultimate Falcon. Another way that you could get there is using 2 Blackwing Harmattan the Dust. Basically, use 1 copy, let's say Chris. Use another 1 copy Bora. You have 2 level 6s. And then what you can do is you can easily get into the level 6. You have to use 3 actually. So you get into the level 6 one, and then you just use 1 Soul Shave Force, and you're into the level 8. And then after you get to level 8, then you can just use the Soul Shave Force again. So it's still pretty hard to get there. You need 3 Blackwing Harmattan the Dust and 2 Soul Shave, or 1 Soul Shave and 2 Magic Raid Force. Really hard to get there, but it's not impossible, and it's just a clear win when you do get there. So then we have this card. I bet you're wondering why I'm playing this card specifically. Normally, it's 4 level 5 monsters. You're never gonna complete that requirement. That's why we play the rank up Magic Barbarian Force. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all cards your opponent controls. If this card has number 65 as an Exile material, it gains this effect. Once per turn, you can attach 1. Yeah, blah 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 blah. It doesn't have that one. It doesn't have that card attached. So this card is basically just 4k attack, and when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you destroy all your opponent's cards. Really not fair. If you think Mystic Mind's bad, then this is really bad. The only problem is that spell and traps still work, and so do monster effects. But let's say you just want to wall up a little bit, that way you can get to Ultimate Falcon for some reason. Basically what you do is just go into Force Strix, use your Barbarian's Force, go into this card, and yeah, your opponent can't really attack you unless they have a way to get out of it. Which wouldn't be that difficult, but it's still very good if your opponent's super low on card advantage, or just depending on what kind of deck they play. Like Eldritch, you wouldn't normally use this because they have so many ways to get rid of it. But other decks that don't have as many ways to get rid of cards like this, it's definitely a really good card to go into. Next we have Samorg. This is for the Mist Valley Thunderbird and Mist Valley Apex Avian. 1 access code talker for OTKing. Wise Strix and Crystron Halki Fibrax. This, of course, we're going to play this. Look at how many tuners we have. We have 2, we have 3, 4. We have 4 different types of tuners, and we end up having like 12 actual tuner cards. So using Crystron Halki Fibrax is an absolute no-brainer. Even though I'm not a giant fan of the card being a thing, and I think it's too overpowered, as long as it's here, I'm going to take advantage of it. And I hope you guys feel the same, because I'm not going to decide not to play it and be at a disadvantage because everyone else is playing it. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this helped you like figure out what you want to do with Blackwings, if that's the right you want to go with Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not a bad route. They're pretty fun to play. I actually really enjoy it. It's not the deck I main, but when I'm just messing around with my friends or just want a not super competitive game, I'm definitely just climbing up ranks with Raid Raptors. I don't think there's any better feeling in Yu-Gi-Oh than getting up to Ultimate Falcon by using 1 rank climbs with Raid Force. I just think it's great because it's like such a big accomplishment. But regardless, hope you had a good time watching this video. Hope it was entertaining, and I will see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Sorry for saying it twice, but you know I had to. See you next time.